What of art? It is a melody, love, an illusion, religion, the fashionable substitute for belief. You are a skeptic. Never. Skepticism is the beginning of faith. What are you? To define is to limit. Humanity is often constricted by limitations. You cannot do this, you can only do that. Many people may perceive that such limitations are annoying, that it is unfair, that it seemingly works as a metal bar that puts us into jail. Yet, like the quote I mentioned earlier, which is from Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, it is essential that we put a limit to various things in this world for us not to end up like Dorian Gray, with a hideous painting that had been an after effect of a sumptuous and wrongly thought about freedom of the world. Dorian's death and lack of satisfaction with his life is caused by his merriment that is rooted from him believing that the sky is the limit, that there is no defined end to his youth, to what he wants to do in his life. Therefore, it is important that we define the limit. We talk about issues and define what really it is about. For instance, on the favorite topic of human interest, romantic love, labels are important. Defining your relationship is relevant, so you'll know when and where does your commitment start and end. For you to avoid conflict and for you to avoid assuming what is the real status of your relationship, you must first #check the label. And for you to define something, you first need to talk about it. You destigmatize the fears that surround the subject for you to be able to test the waters there. Fear of commitment, fear of falling in love, fear of trusting other people, fear of the unknown. All those fears are valid. However, you must be open enough to discuss it for you to be able to define what track of relationship you really want to traverse into. Yes, it is definitely important to talk about something. It's important to define it so you know when and where does something start and end. This is necessary for your expectations to not turn into disappointments, for you not to live with the belief that everything in this world is free, that you can do whatever you want, because life is inevitably full of limitations that you need and should define. The sky is not always the limit. If you want something in life, let's talk about it. Let's define it. For you to be able to set the parameters between reality and illusion. Let us check the label and let everyone know up until what extent is available for us. After all, defining the limit is the fine line that separates cosmos into chaos, orderliness to a mess. Yes, we have freedom, yet it is to be taken care of and experienced with responsibility. Let us choose putting up a light in the unknown. Let us define vague matters in this world to limit what is to be done and must be done. Let us not be like the picture of Dorian Gray, which, when revealed into the light, is already tremendously gruesome, after its persona had enjoyed not being defined or limited by this world. It is better to know up until where is the edge of the cliff before you fall towards grotesque oblivion.